Hey guys, how's it going? T-Man Plays here with another Warno game for you today. And this game was actually part of the Warno March Monthly Tournament. This is going to be round 5, the last round of the tournament, and it's against a wooden box here. Just wanted to share these games today because I thought they were really interesting and exciting, fun to play. But you'll see we're playing as the 11th Parachutees Division versus the 4th Matschutzen. And should be able to notice we are pretty much all in the air for the start here, except for 2 command vehicles and a Legionnaire Paris, as well as the separate Paris here. So all our air units here going to all these little buildings in the back of the zone. My plan, basically airdrop a bunch of airmobiles in the back here, cut off his reinforcements, use the Gazelle cannons here to clean up anything, because the anti-air should be distracted by all the Pumas that are landing the troops, so then we can clean up any type of unit that gets through, and then just basically call in reinforcements, secure the zone, hold this area for as long as possible. So, see, right away, got some anti-air from this direction, some units here in the back. He is destroying some of these Gazelle cannons, and my Celtics, and you can see we're dropping him where there's a bunch of units coming through. But so far, the Gazelle cannon's doing a nice job of just cleaning up here. I did drop 2 airmobiles kind of closer up. That way we'd at least have some kind of foothold here. And you'll see we're already catching out some of the anti-air here. Airmobiles pretty much destroying anything in their path because of the Appealus. And his anti-air basically out of ammo now. So, figured he'd call in some helicopters. That's why we have the Celtics here. So I'm going to move these back up to try and deal with any helicopters, as well as the Mirage F1C here. So the 3 Celtics here going to be doing a nice job of dealing with the 1 helicopter, and the Mirage F1C finishes the other. And we just have some SPG-9s behind our line here. So I'm going to be moving back my cannons to try and deal with all these units behind my line, as I know there shouldn't be any anti-air here. We still have a good spread of airmobiles covering the front, so I'll know what's about to come through my line. And on the left here are flamethrower troops, as well as Legionnaire Paris, just kind of holding up his advance on this side. Make sure he's not just going to capture the zone, since I went all in the middle. And 2 more helicopters now arriving. So Celtics gonna move back up, but at this point we are starting to run a little low on the ammunition. And you can see the cannons just kind of cleaning up all the FS Jaeger metas, making sure that this is going to be all clear for my new infantry that's moving up to support. So the Celtics here going to basically miss on the Mi-24D there, sending 1 plane in early, the other plane in the back in case of any type of air support. Sure enough, the air support comes in, so now we're going to target that with the other Mirage. Fortunately, not able to get the kill there, but we do at least send it away. And I'm moving back these Celtics now to get some supplies in the near future. Puma, though, routing immediately up to the airmobile here so that we can get these back up to full HP and cut off any reinforcements. And with the cannons, just basically doing passovers to make sure nothing really snuck through, as this is the only area where I think he may have a unit. On the left, our infantry did go down, so now we're buying some Gazelle cannons to basically cut off any other infantry that's going to try to advance here, force him to have actually spend points on like a plane or anti-air to cut us off there. And we're sending in some more infantry as well, just to secure that area. Gonna push up my other airmobile now, as I know this area is clear for the moment, and we want to continue to hold as much ground as possible. And the Legionnaire Paris here just going to be moving to the right to further submit control over here, as well as putting some recon on the far right. Make sure he's not sneaking around. And you'll see I unloaded a pair of Legionnaire Paris in the back here pretty early. That's just to check through all these buildings and make sure he's not behind my line, so that when I do send reinforcements in, they're not just going to get sniped by like a Metis unit or something. So moving my Gazelle cannons now to resupply at the Puma. On the left here, Gazelle cannons spotting the Flamers and the FS Jaeger. He did resupply his AA now, but you can see the Gazelle cannon's just going to be able to push his infantry back, cause a lot of damage there. And he doesn't really have anything to deal with it as long as I'm flying back above the forest here. Cutting off some Machutzen trying to cross. Just basically delaying his advance back into the zone. See, he did push up the Strela 1 there. But the Gazelle cannon actually going to be able to deal with that. Fortunately not able to get the next one, but now we have infantry in place to secure this area again. Moved up my Celtics to get the last of the supply so that we can have some more AA in this area. As you'll see, I don't actually have any ground-based AA with this push. We're just relying solely on the planes here and the Celtics to basically be a mobile AA, as I do know 4th has a lot of helicopters. So testing his AA again here, moving up the Gazelle cannons. If he doesn't have AA here, I can just basically destroy all this infantry with the cannons. And sure enough, that's what we're able to do for the moment. And then AA crosses the bridge. But the Gazelle cannons being as cheap as they are, I don't mind losing these 35 points just to basically get the trades I need to get here. Chasseur Paris trying to catch out the AA, but he does escape. So now I know I need better than a +3 tick in order to win this quickly, and that's what we want to do as the French. So moving some Gazelle cannons to the right here, clearing away for my CV to get in, as well as moving the airmobile from this building up just to further gain more ground. Lynx does get caught out by an SPG-9, so we know he has units, a lot of units on this side. And our cannons here are going to be able to cut off the PT-76B, basically secure this area longer for my CV, and that puts us at a +7. So now we are getting a very comfortable point tick, and you'll see I'm just using more mobile supply here to resupply things, as this deck is all about speed. So now just going to secure this objective with a lot more infantry, make it extremely hard for him to push in and capture it. You'll see our Chasseur Paris here going to be having to deal with these SPW-70s. SPW-70s do a lot of damage at close range, though. Easily stun these guys down. And unfortunately, now that they're on low cohesion, not going to be very accurate there. So we see another helicopter come up. That means moving up my Gazelle Celtics. And we actually spot a command here, which is very interesting. Guess he was going to try and sneak that all the way around. I did not see this at the time, though, because I was concentrating on all these infantry on the left here, making sure to secure this area. So Celtics moved up, going to be able to catch out the Mi-2 there. Easily deal with that. And you'll see our airmobiles catching out another unit of infantry that was trying to cross the river. So I did spot the command now, moving these Gazelle cannons to deal with that, as well as moving one to the edge here, just to cut off any type of units trying to enter the zone. But some MiG-21 is going to be coming in for those, and they are going to take them out. I do call in both of my Mirages. Do get one, not able to finish the other, and because we don't have any ground AA, the MiG-21 is going to escape as they're out of range of my Celtics here. See a lot of infantry engagements going on here. And now his command is going to be trying to charge my VBL PC here to take that out. I did move up some Lynxes here that I had plans to eventually push into here, secure this better. But right now, it's all about these infantry engagements and just make sure I'm getting the better of them. As I do spot the FS Jaeger coming from my VBL, so just trying to micro that out of his way. I know that he has to get within 500 meters, so basically just trying to stay out of the 500 meters there, but he does have a helicopter here to kind of cut me off. So I brought in a bomber to try and deal with that, but because we lost visual, I decided to go for the Mi-24D instead, but that causes us to kind of veer off, and his Mi-24D going to be able to deal with my VBL there. As we're just a little too late to come around for the second pass, and we end up dropping bombs. Maybe not dropping bombs. Not sure what happened there, but we do lose the aircraft. Celtics were coming in for the helicopter, but it turns out he has AA here, so we're having to call these guys back as quickly as possible. And our Lynx is just going to be sitting on the edge here to cut him off from getting back in the middle. As our infantry is slowly starting to win the engagements here. I do have a line of Puma Pirates here, making sure he doesn't just run a CV through my zone. To start firing AA, so you'll see we're just going to change the altitude on all these forces AA to get close where we have the advantage. And our Lynx is spotting the CV moving behind our lines. I'll try to move up some supply here to test out the AA, but he actually has a fair bit of AA now. So do have a lot of ground forces in this area though. Going to be extremely hard for him to push back in. And at this point, we're up 1,800 points. Still have our Celtics in the back to protect against the helicopter here. And Wooden Box is going to surrender. So just a fun, little exciting game. C11E. Go over the kill list real quick. You can see the Gazelle cannons really cleaning up in the beginning there. All these SPG-9 trucks. Airmobiles basically cutting off everything. Nothing too crazy, but just a lot of cannons destroyed on his side. But basically, that's how you want to play as the French. You got to win early. Got to have basically cut off a lot of lines of reinforcement. And yeah, I just thought it was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed that one, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Later.